talk another good midweek. It just keeps getting over and over for Cade every week, it seems like.
Well, we don't want to take it for granted. I mean, he gives us a quality start. He allows our offense to settle in, and it's easy to play when your starter is pounding the ball in the zone, and you should play good defense behind him because for the most part he's in the zone and he's forcing guys to put the ball in play. So we were good all the way around. I challenged the offense. We need to get guys on base, and I don't, whether that's the HBP, the walk, obviously the hits or the errors, we got to put some pressure on the defense. And we played Louisville baseball, today with getting so many guys on base, stealing a handful of bases, and having quality at bats.
You talked a couple weeks ago about how unusual it is to have a guy now 8-0 as a midweek guy. To have a guy in there for that many starts, it is unusual. You're kind of fortunate this year that you could do it.
Well, we've had that guy in the past, and the Ruxers and the Kidstons, but they ended up getting bumped to the weekend because somebody was struggling on the weekend. He just can't break his way into the weekend, which is a good problem to have because we know that number 4 starter, it could be in the ACC tournament. Last year our midweek starter started game 1, and Sean Leland beat North Carolina. So it's a good feeling knowing that Cade might have to start game 1 of a tournament, or he might have to pitch game 4 of a regional. So it's a good luxury to have.
Talk about getting Nick back, and though it's 18 games is a long time, it didn't show too much wear there in the first
Yeah,
hit.
I was appreciative that the Pratt wasn't our greatest crowd of the year with the time and the weather, but they appreciated him being back, and as a coach, just how much they respect Nick Solak. I mean, it's good to see the fans appreciate that, and the players were excited for him. And yes, as coaches, we're all happy for Nick to get back in the mix, and we just gotta be smart, bring him back, day to day. We don't want to just throw him into the fire, and good chance we could play 18 innings on Friday, but he's chomping at the bit. He's worked his tail off. He's a captain, leader of the team. So it could add a real boost, a jolt to our team, and in no disrespect, Devin Mann's done a great job. So it's hopefully made our team better. That Devin Mann and Drew Ellis and guys have stepped up that maybe didn't have a huge role the first month or so of the season. They're having a huge role now.
Does it make your job harder to try to find, now you've got Drew and Devin, to try to find places to play them, or
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
I mean, our job is to set these kids up to succeed, and instead of just throwing kids into the fire when they're young, we try to bring them along slowly, and when we feel they're ready, it's their time, and so it's good to know that Devin and Drew can give us quality at bats at any time, and that depth hopefully helps us.
Can you speak just a little bit about bouncing back with this game from the weekend?
It's good to be home. It's always good to be home, and I thought offensively, where we struggled this weekend, we did that today. We just got a lot of guys on base, and we put pressure on the defense, and we got some hits when we needed to. So that was Louisville baseball, what we were able to do today. And we'll have a challenge this weekend with St. John's, one of the top programs out of the Northeast, and an old Big East rivalry, and they've been in several NCAAs, and they've got guys in the big leagues. So like Boston College, they'll come in here and play hard. The good news is we're home, so hopefully we get the games in with the weather this weekend.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.